Have you returned all of the Wheathearts to the Wheatheart tree yet? If not, I'm going to show you where to find all 150 of them, so you can complete the collection, return them to their home, and get all of the exclusive rewards from it. I've also got a color-coded numbered map with a matching checklist that you can get for free with the link in my description. I'm going to try to be as brief as possible because it's going to be a long video. So don't forget to use the timestamps, and I'm going to explain my map just a little bit before I get into the specific locations. But don't worry, it will be fast. So stay tuned and let's jump into it. I've checked this map 3 times over and renumbered them corresponding to their location, so you may not be able to get all of them in number order, but they are organized in a way that is easy to follow along on the map itself. You can get the high quality download, for free obviously, of this map from my Ko-fi. I'll put the link in the description to that, since you may need to zoom in quite a bit because I put all of the Wheathearts in such a precise location that it's hard to see when you're super zoomed out or if it's low quality. Then for the checklist I made, I'll go over it more at the end of the video, but the link for that Google Sheets is also in the description as well. So without further ado, as you will see in this video, I categorized the Wheathearts into 5 different categories. Each one of them will correspond to a different color on my map. First up, I'll show you how to get all 36 photo Wheathearts. These are numbered from 1 to 36 and are purple on the map. To get these ones, you just need to find them on the map and snap a selfie with them just as if they were a Gudetama. The second category of Wheathearts is Wheathearts that are found in chests. There is some overlap between these and some of the puzzle ones. I could have put them in the puzzle category, so because of that, there may be some discrepancies between my map and other sources like the Wikipedia. So keep that in mind when using my checklist or my map or even this video. My map and checklist were created to be used together with this video. So anyways, there are 27 chests in total. They will be the little green hearts on the map and they are numbered from 1 to 27. Then there are arches. You will have to walk under some arches, sometimes after using a gemstone wand to break a force field, or sometimes turning into a critter or an object, then walking under that specific arch. These will be the blue ones on the map and they are numbered 1 to 31. Now onto the puzzle Wheathearts. These include all of the lamppost puzzles and a few other miscellaneous puzzles that I could have included with the chests, but I felt they were more complex and I already renumbered the map, so I didn't want to overcomplicate things and possibly have a mistake in the final map. The puzzle Wheathearts in the map are the pink ones and they are numbered 1 to 36. And last but not least, we've got 20 Wheathearts that can be found by solving the Bell Garden puzzle. These are the golden ones on the map and of course are numbered 1 through 20. I'm not going to go in depth on the solution to the Bell Garden puzzle yet because I will do that in a separate video, but I encourage you to try to solve it yourself. It was my favorite part of the Wheatflour Wonderland, so I want to encourage you to try your hardest. And one last thing about the video itself. Since YouTube has a maximum limit for timestamps, I won't be able to specifically timestamp each and every single Wheatheart, but I do have them grouped in order. So if you're looking at my map, you can jump to that section. You'll also see in the bottom left corner of the screen the type of Wheatheart I'm going over and its number. I wanted to make it as easy as possible for y'all to find everything since people have still been struggling to find them all. So hopefully this is the last time you ever have to look for a Wheatheart. And now it's time to go over all of the locations. So let's start with the photo Wheathearts. We're going to start all the way at the bottom of the map and work our way up. This first one is near where you first meet Kogi-Mune. Then the second one, we're moving over to the Wheatflower Fields. And you'll find him camouflaging into some rocks. Number 3 is a tricky one to spot, so make sure you look carefully for this one. Number 4 is blending into the wall over here. Number 5 is on top of the main fountain in the Royal Gardens. Number 6 is on the wall just to the left of that area. And then number 7 is right below the mailbox that is next to all of the visitor cabins. Now going up to the Citadel a little more, we've got number 8, kind of hidden below this bridge. Maybe going from below to take the photo is better to see him, but then number 9, you have to break this force field to go up even more in the tower, so you can find this one on the wall. Number 10 is on the tippity top, so maybe use Pom Pom Pudding to make it easier for you to reach. Wheatheart 11 is right near the crafting court. Just keep hopping on these small little islands and you'll find him really well camouflaged over here. Number 12, 13, and 14 are all located around the Wheatheart tree. So you'll find these ones in the wheat flour, on the wall, and number 14, you actually need to have the Flurb critter wand, so you can activate that glass panel, so you can use it as a jump pad to go up to that little island. Now let's go to tier 2 and start off with photo 15. This one's close to where you end up once you jump pad to tier 2. Number 16, just keep going to the right and you will stumble upon this one, camouflaged against some rocks. Keep going this way and you'll find number 17, camouflaged in the Wheatflour dunes. Then we've got 18, camouflaged with some rocks, and keeping on going, number 19 is also in the same little vicinity. Now we're going a little bit more up in tier 2 to find a number 20. This one is really well hidden. All of these clear ones are so tricky sometimes. Now 21 and 22 are in the Wheatflour dunes in Periwinkle Park. And if you keep going up, you'll find 23. Upside down and blending into these rocks. Now for 24, this one's also kind of a tricky one to spot. 25, one of the clear ones again, blending into the vines. 26, you need to break this force field. So you can hop on over to this little island and find this one right here. 27 is our last one on tier 2. He's blending in with some vines. So now let's jump up to tier 3 where we will find 28. Remember, you need the Rockadoodler wand to get up to tier 3. So yeah, now onto tier 3. You'll find this Wheatheart just at that first island of tier 3. And if you keep going, you'll find 29 right before the Critter Temple. And once you break open the force fields with all the different gemstone wands, you'll be able to get to the Critter Temple. And now it's time to get the last few Wheathearts. One of them is right here next to the Flockadoodler arch. And then the rest, you're gonna have to jump around to a lot. The map is kind of tricky to tell exactly where you are with all the different levels and stuff. So just keep traversing and eventually you'll find the exact spots. I'm showing you a little bit of how to get there, but just also remember to have all of the critter wands you need to unlock more of those little jump pads. And if you can't find a specific Wheatheart, you might not be on the correct level. So you might either have to go up or down a level. But with all of the video locations I'm showing you, it should be fine. We're already on number 35, so we've already found almost all of them. I hope this has been helpful for these, and of course, the last one. This was the last one I had to find, very much at the tippity top. So now let's go on to the chest Wheathearts. For some of these, you need to use a gemstone to open them up. I would suggest saving the ones with opal and diamond until you actually make those wands. Same with other rare gemstones, maybe like citrine or tanzanite. It's a better idea to not use those right away. Like here, chest number 3 uses a diamond, but I would suggest to wait a little later to actually open that one up. But remember, these are just in order of the locations, so it makes like reading the map pretty easy when you go from tier 1 all the way up to tier 3. So you're going kind of in an order. For chests 6 and 7, these ones I could have considered puzzles, but I just have them in here anyways since they're near a bunch of other chests. So it's just a lot easier and they're not lamppost puzzles. But yes, going on to 9, 10, and 11, they're all around the Wheatheart tree, little island. And yeah, as you can see, some of them don't require gemstones to open, they're just plain, but some of them, of course, do. And once you use a gemstone to open it, you don't get it back. So now moving up to 12, 13, 14, etc. Some of these ones up here get kind of tricky, so a lot of times I have to go to the tippity top of the citadel and then glide down to try and find all of the missing ones, like chest 13 with the Alexandrite gem. And for number 14, this one could also be a puzzle technically. You just have to activate the Grand Flowl statues and put the correct gemstones in. And remember, every Grand Flowl statue that you put a gem in, you can actually take that gem out afterwards and use it for wands or opening other chests. And this one, chest 16, is hidden behind this tower. This one took a while for me to find and actually jump to reach that platform that it's on. But yeah, just keep trying with that one, but there is one behind there. Chest 17, kind of hard to see, but it's right behind one of these visitor cabins. And so is chest number 18. Number 19 could also be a puzzle, but it's in these small little islands right behind the crafting court. Now we're going on to tier 2, where there are only 4. Number 20 you'll find here, and you need a diamond for it. So this one you might not be able to get until the very end, because diamonds are hard to find. Then there's a tanzanite one, there's a ruby one, there's a citrine one. This is also one of the ones that I forgot to do until the very end. But now we're going on to tier 3, where we will find 24 and onwards. Like I said earlier for the photos, if you're on the right spot in the map, sometimes there's multiple layers in the same exact spot, so you may either need to go up or low again. But yeah, now for 26 and 27, these are at the Sun Peak tippity top, so these two are very late game, especially the last one. This one you need to have the Floopy Balooper unlocked. Check out my critters video if you need to know about where to get the Floopy Balooper. But yes, moving on to arches. Let's start at this one right in the middle, because this was the first one I found. I did it on accident actually, but you just need to walk under that one. This one too, for number 2, you just need to walk under this one. No need to do anything. Now back to the wheat flour fields. For this one, you need to have the item wand, and you need to turn into noodle grass. For number 4, you need a ruby wand, and you need to break down the ruby force field and walk under the arch. Number 5, you need a citrine wand, and break that force field and walk under. For number 6, next to the Wheatheart tree, you need a tanzanite wand to, of course, break the force field and walk under. Now on to number 7, you need a topaz wand to do the same, which leads us to number 8. This one you just need to walk under, and similarly to that, number 9, you also need to just walk under it. These ones are like little freebies and I love it. So now onto number 10. Near the crafting court, you need an emerald wand, so you can break down that force field and walk right under to get the Wheatheart. Now onto tier 2. Number 11, you need to have the flurb wand, so you turn into a flurb and walk under the arch. With number 12, you need a sapphire wand to break the force field and walk on through. With number 13, you need a diamond wand, so you can break that force field and walk under it. Now moving further on in tier 2, for number 14, you need to have the Mont Blanc wand, so you can turn into that and go under. Number 15, you need to become a Flowster with the Flowster Critter Wand. Number 16, you need the Flowl Critter Wand. Number 17, you need to have the Fluffney Critter Wand. Number 18, you need to have the Flower Flap Critter Wand. So it's nice that we don't just need them to activate all of those stained glass panels, that they also give us Wheathearts. Because at number 19, you need to use the Amethyst one, and number 20, you need a Spinel wand. Now onto tier 3. Number 21, you need an Opal wand. Number 22, you need a Flockadoodler wand. 23, you need a Quartz wand. 24, you need a Flubby wand. And remember, this one is like under that main big island, so be careful about that. Now for 25, you need the Stick wand. 26, you need the Flighter wand. I love the Flighters, they're so cute. 27, you need the Alexandrite wand. 28, you need the Flowvern wand. 29, you need the Cup of Noodles wand. 30, you need the Spaghetti and Meatballs wand. 31, you need the Floopy Blooper wand. So now let's move on to the puzzles. Of course, going to this one over here, this one gives you like a little tutorial. So if you haven't started the lamppost puzzles yet, this one helps you a lot. So this one you just need to activate the Flowl statues with Topaz and Ruby. Now for this one, you just need to light it up with Topaz and Spinel every other. Number 3, easy peasy. This one could have been a chest one, but you just activate the Grand Flowl statue to break down the force field and get to this chest. Number 4, you need to repair them with gemmies, and then, as you can see, the pattern goes sapphire, quartz, citrine. Sapphire, quartz, citrine. So make sure you have them in that order, and then you will get to the Wheatheart once you finish it. Number 5, you need to turn into a Flurb and stand on the pedestal right here. Number 6, very similar, but this time you have to be a Flubby. With number 7, you need to repair the lampposts, and on the left side, you'll see that it is a ruby, so those other two need to be rubies, and on the other side, you'll see that it's amethyst, so make those amethyst as well. Now, number 8, you need to turn into a flowl and go on this 4th little pedestal here. Number 9, you need to get an emerald wand, and after repairing the lampposts, make sure they're all emerald right here. Now with number 10, repair the lamppost and complete the pattern, which is just Spinel, Alexandrite, Spinel, Alexandrite, Spinel. Most of these puzzles go in a little pattern like this, with either 2 or maybe 3 repeating gemstones. Moving on to 11, repair the lampposts, and they correspond with the one across the pathway. So you can see that this one needs to be Alexandrite, and this one you need to put a gem inside of it. It needs to be topaz, so it matches the one across the way. And then we see Spinel here, so give this 3rd statue a pink Spinel. And last but not least, give this one an amethyst. So now all the lampposts match on each side. And don't forget to take the gemstones out after finishing the puzzle. Now for number 12, repair the lampposts. And this one's very easy, just another repeating pattern with Alexandrite and Tanzanite. Number 13, this is kind of a puzzle, but you just need to go to the middle of the Wheatheart tree. You'll get a Wheatheart for just standing there. Number 14, repair these lampposts. Our little pattern is quartz, Alexandrite, topaz. So we have quartz, alexandrite, topaz. Going to number 15, you have to match the lampposts on the bottom to the ones on the top. So you need emerald, amethyst, and topaz. Number 16 is all of the ones surrounding the fountain near the visitor cabins. You have to repair all of the lampposts and activate them with the quartz wand. This one's super easy. They're all quartz. Number 17. Repair the lampposts, and our pattern this time is emerald, tanzanite, diamond. Emerald, tanzanite, diamond. Emerald. Number 18. Our pattern is ruby, citrine, ruby, citrine, and 19 kind of continues that with ruby, citrine, ruby, citrine. Number 20, of course, it shows us the pattern up top. It's spinel, sapphire, opal. Now let's go to tier 2. Number 21. It's kind of hard to see, but that one fallen in the flower back there is part of the puzzle. So we know it's quartz, tanzanite, topaz. Quartz, tanzanite, topaz. Now for this one, if you already have the gemstone wands, you don't actually have to use the flower statues, but if you're very early on and don't have them yet, you can just put the gem in the statue and then align them, because each statue sort of like turns, you know? I'll show you in a second how it works, but I was just using the wands because I didn't fully understand this puzzle quite yet, but now I do, of course. So once you hit that first one, since the first one is the only one you can put a gem in, it will just kind of like continue on the pattern. So now for 23, all of these ones here are citrine. So if you go back to the little middle area, the one on the right is citrine, the one in the middle is quartz, and then the one on the left is opal, because the few other lampposts just to the left of this area are all opal. Now for 24, you have to repair all of these lampposts, and they also have a pattern. So it's ruby, emerald, then tanzanite. So it's ruby, emerald, then tanzanite. Repair this one. And this one has some that are kind of hard to see on the left side, but you need to put topaz in every other and sapphire. If it's incorrect, it'll have like the squiggly lines and make like the error noise. But yes, the second one is sapphire. So yeah, for this one, for number 25, it's just topaz, sapphire, topaz, sapphire, topaz, sapphire. 26, repair it, and this one's easy too. It's just citrine and opal every other. This one is like the other one with the grand flower statues. This one I didn't have the diamond wand yet, so you're gonna see how the mechanic for these ones really works. You activate the Grand Flower statue and aim it towards the other ones that don't have a gemstone. You can even aim it at the lamppost and the force fields, and it'll break them down for you. But yeah, if you have the wands, you don't need to go through using all of the statues. You can just use the wands to break down those force fields. $28, also very similar. I like half and half. Kind of use the wands versus use the actual statues and the puzzle. But yeah, it is especially nice if you're earlier on and don't have all of the gemstones yet. But here I didn't have an extra opal because I had just made my opal wand, which is kind of funny. So then yeah, I go in and I don't actually use the sapphire wand, I just kind of use the statues. Now for puzzle 29, you need to have the Philauster unlocked. So you can look at all of the lampposts down here and you can see the colors you need to put up here. First up, you need sapphire, then tanzanite, then amethyst, then spinel, and then ruby. Now for 30, you just need to finish the pattern of these two. $31, same thing here. This one's got a sapphire. This one's got sapphire and ruby. Now on to tier 3. Number 32. Just look at the two gemstones down there. We'll see amethyst and emerald. So do those every other. For 33, all of these ones here are just diamond. $34, this one is under a different island, so beware of that. For this one, you need alexandrite, amethyst, diamond, spinel, and 2 alexandrites in a row there. $35, these ones include that one fallen one you can kind of see down there, but that is a part of the puzzle here. So it's citrine, amethyst, tanzanite, because amethyst is the one that fell down there. Now for 36, repair, and you can look over here to also repair and see the colors you are missing. So you know that there's going to be a topaz, diamond, citrine, and opal. Oh, it was kind of hard to see, but there was a sapphire. So you need the sapphire, topaz, diamond, and opal. Like I said earlier, I'm going to do a whole other video about the Bell Garden solutions, but just know there's kind of like 2 phases. Phase 1 is Simon Says, where you step on a specific button, then go to the middle button and it'll play a tune that you have to follow. Doing that for each one will get you a Wheatheart. And then phase 2, there are some like hidden melodies all around. And these will also get you the rest of the Wheathearts. In total, you will get all 20 from finishing that. So that's all 150 Wheathearts. I know I went fast, so if you're missing any, just go look at the map, go through the island and see which things you still need to do and have it done, and use the checklist. Hopefully you don't have any more questions, but if you do, please comment them down below and I would love to help. I really don't think I made a mistake, but who knows, something could have gone over my head, but I'm crossing my fingers that that is not true. But yes, now a little more info about my checklist. So I made it on Google Sheets, and once you click the link, you'll only be able to view it and not actually check things off. So how do you fix it? You have to go to File and then click on Make a Copy. This will, like it says, make a copy of the spreadsheet for you to edit and use to your heart's desire. And then to see the actual checklist itself instead of this information page, you have to switch the tab on the bottom of the page. It says Read initially, which just has the general information for people who aren't watching this video, so they know that it corresponds with my map and this video if they're confused, because I don't know where this is gonna go once I put it out in the universe. But yes, then click on the tab that says Checklist. Now, when you tick off any box, it'll cross out the number and tell you at the bottom how many you have found and how many you have left for each category. But yeah, that's everything. I worked so hard on this. It's been a crazy month because ever since Wheatflour Wonderland came out, I started a new job and everything's going crazy. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!